It's quite easy to gain high levels of concentration or relaxation through meditation, but it's more difficult to bring that awareness and that feeling of presence into your daily life. And there's a reason for that, and it has to do with how we view time or how we experience time. And I have something I call a silly technique, or it's not even a technique, it's an approach that I call the sausage method approach to meditating, which really helps with bringing the joy and peacefulness you feel in the meditation into your daily life. So it's not just, oh, I sit down for a few minutes and I'm having fun or feel good, but actually so that you can start enjoying your life experience throughout your day. The simplest way to explain this is to see how when you observe your breath, you're usually observing the breath you're breathing in and then you're breathing out, and you're trying to almost lull yourself into a sense of relaxation as you go with the breath in and out. And this really helps. It makes you calm, it makes you focus on the object of meditation, but it focuses on breath as a wholeness. I want you to instead imagine that you have a sausage and you're slicing the sausage. So you slice your breath. So instead of observing in breath and out breath, you're observing breath, 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 and then there's a stop, 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 and then there's a breath, 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 breath as breath goes out, and then there's a pause, a pause, a pause, and then breath, breath, breath. And you're just aware of the different slices of your breath. Now, this will fundamentally change how you perceive your reality, because you're no longer feeling as this thing happening. You're feeling breath is happening. Instead, you're just feeling your experience of breath in that moment, right now. We tend to use the word the present moment and the now very offhand and very widely. Instead of just seeing this moment, we see, oh, I'm just here and observing. I'm in the forest, I'm having the geese make sounds behind me, and I'm focusing on all those things instead of just focusing of sound, sound, sight, sight. And I can feel things within me all the time. So this will really help with bringing your awareness to what's happening right now and making you focus on your life experience rather than your life story. Because if you just have these slices of time, which now in the meditation is the slices of breath, when you're walking, it's just walking, it's step. I can feel I'm moving, I can feel how the wind is blowing on my face, I can see how what I'm looking at is changing the whole time as I'm walking, because it's no longer I'm walking over there, it's an experience of something changing as I'm moving, and it's just now changing. Now there's something there, something feels different. So by changing the way that you observe your breath into the sausage method, you will be more aware of what's going on right now. More so than just being in the present moment, but actually experiencing this thin slice. And you just keep making that thinner and thinner and thinner until ultimately the perception of time will disappear, because you're just observing now. There's no future, there's no past, there's no need to do anything with what happened before, or you don't need to plan I'm going there. Instead, you're just doing things and they're happening by themselves, it almost feels like. This makes life effortless, enjoyable, and there's an appreciation for what it's like observing the world through your senses. So I highly recommend you shift your focus in how you approach meditation. And I made a video here where I talk about what I think is the absolutely simplest approach to starting to meditate. And it will help you learn how to view the breath differently, but also to bring this joy and happiness that you feel when you're meditating into your daily life.